Imagine living in a world where every sunset could be your last. There were no cities, no houses, no electricity, not even a single light to chase away the darkness. When the sun disappeared below the horizon, the world became silent and terrifying. Every strange sound in the distance could be a hungry predator. Every cold night was a battle to survive. Humans were small, weak, and completely exposed to nature. They had no sharp claws, no powerful teeth, and no incredible speed. Compared to the animals around them, they were simply another vulnerable creature trying to stay alive. But one discovery would change everything forever. Not the wheel, not farming, not writing. It was fire. A force so powerful that it transformed frightened survivors into the builders of civilization. But here's the surprising part. Humans didn't invent fire. They discovered it, learned to control it, and in doing so, changed the future of our entire species. Long before humans ever carried a burning torch, fire already existed in nature. Lightning would strike dry forests, volcanic eruptions would ignite the land, and powerful wildfires would spread across the landscape. To early humans, these flames must have looked almost alive. They glowed in the darkness, roared with incredible power, destroyed everything in their path, and left behind a strange warmth unlike anything they had ever experienced. Most likely, our ancestors feared fire more than they admired it. They stayed far away, watching from a safe distance as entire forests burned. At that moment, they had no idea that the same force they feared would one day become the greatest tool humanity had ever known. At some point, everything changed. Perhaps after a storm had passed, the flames were no longer out of control. A fallen tree continued burning for days, quietly glowing in the middle of the forest. Curious but cautious, a small group of early humans slowly moved closer. They had probably never stood this near to fire before. They could feel its warmth on their skin, even from several steps away. For the first time, they noticed something incredible. Dangerous predators that normally hunted them refused to come near the flames. The freezing night suddenly felt warmer. The darkness no longer seemed endless. Fear slowly turned into curiosity. Instead of running away, they stayed, watching the fire, learning its behavior, and realizing that this terrifying force could also protect them. But there was one huge problem. Fire was impossible to control. It appeared without warning, and just as quickly, it disappeared. Once a wildfire burned out or the rain extinguished the flames, there was nothing left. If humans wanted fire, they couldn't simply make a new one. They had to keep an existing flame alive. Imagine carrying a burning branch for miles through forests, across rivers, and over rocky hills, carefully protecting it from wind and rain. One mistake could mean losing the fire forever. For thousands of years, this was likely how humans lived. Fire wasn't something they created whenever they wanted. It was something they guarded like their most valuable treasure. Every glowing ember became a symbol of survival, passed from one day to the next and from one generation to another. As humans spent more time around fire, they began to notice something even more remarkable. One day, a piece of meat may have accidentally fallen into the flames. Instead of becoming useless, it smelled different, richer, more inviting. When they finally tasted it, everything changed. Cooked meat was softer, easier to chew, and much easier to digest than raw food. It also helped kill many harmful bacteria and parasites that could cause disease. Suddenly, people could get more energy from the same meal while spending less time chewing and digesting it. Over thousands of generations, this simple change may have played an important role in helping the human brain grow larger and more powerful. Fire didn't just make food taste better, it changed the way our bodies evolved. But cooking was only the beginning. The campfire soon became the center of human life. As night fell, families gathered around its warm glow instead of hiding in darkness. They shared food, cared for one another, repaired tools, and most importantly, communicated. Many scientists believe these quiet evenings around the fire may have helped strengthen social bonds and encourage the development of language and storytelling. For the first time, humans weren't simply surviving each day, they were learning from one another. Around a single flame, knowledge could be passed from parents to children and from one generation to the next. That small fire didn't just provide warmth. It brought people together in a way nothing else ever had. As generations passed, humans stopped depending entirely on nature's fires. Instead of waiting for lightning or wildfires, they began experimenting with ways to create flames themselves. By striking certain stones together or rubbing dry wood with incredible patience, they discovered that a tiny spark could grow into a roaring fire. It wasn't easy. Starting a fire could take minutes, sometimes even hours, and it required skill, practice, and determination. But once people mastered this ability, everything changed. Fire was no longer a rare gift from nature. It became a tool that humans could create whenever they needed it. With complete control over fire, human progress accelerated faster than ever before. Fire hardened wooden spears, making them stronger for hunting. It baked clay into durable pottery that could store food and water. Eventually, people learned to heat and shape metals, leading to stronger tools, better weapons, and entirely new technologies. Villages grew into towns, towns became cities, and civilizations began to rise. Every forge, every oven, every kiln, and every workshop depended on the same force that our ancestors had once feared. Fire wasn't just helping humans survive anymore. It was helping them build the world. From the first campfire in a prehistoric forest to the towering skylines of today, the path of human civilization has always been illuminated by a single flame. Today, fire is everywhere, even if we rarely stop to think about it. It powers factories that build our cities, burns inside engines that carry us across continents, launches rockets into space, and helps generate electricity for millions of homes. Every meal cooked, every piece of glass shaped, every brick baked, and every metal bridge ever built traces its history back to one incredible discovery. Fire didn't simply make life easier. It completely changed the direction of human history. The most fascinating part is that humans never invented fire. Nature had been creating it for hundreds of millions of years through lightning strikes and volcanic eruptions. What made our ancestors different was their ability to observe, to learn, and to master it. They turned a terrifying force of nature into humanity's greatest ally. Without that single achievement, there would be no civilizations, no industries, no modern technology, and perhaps no world as we know it today. So the next time you light a candle, start a campfire, or simply switch on your stove, remember that you're witnessing the same force that transformed a frightened group of early humans into the builders of civilization. One small spark didn't just light a fire, it lit the future of humanity. If you enjoyed this journey into our past, subscribe to Covered Space, where every story reveals how a single moment shaped the world we live in today.